Hey guys, welcome back to BDR Garage. Hey, so I know I promised this like 2 months ago, I think, something like that. I finally got her done. I had to put a new carburetor, fuel lines, fuel filter. I ended up putting the race flywheel in. So out of 18T that only has 9. I usually modify them myself and do 12, but this one has 9. I put usually I put high performance springs in, but this one actually had like really bad springs. They were 1.22 millimeters, and most of the stock clutches I get have 1.4 to 1.45 millimeters, and this one, and then high performance are usually 1.50 to 1.57. So I just used some old stock ones, so that was crazy in the way of takeoff. I also put a fiberglass reed in it. So yeah, stock exhaust, I mean, it definitely runs better. The freaking thing starts right up. Before it wouldn't. I had to readjust the chain, which is good now. It was really tight after I remounted the engine. Dude, I had this whole thing apart. As you see in the pictures in the video, it was crazy. All day. Probably spent 4 or 5 hours on this thing, tearing it apart, putting it back together, but she runs good. You know how fast she runs, it doesn't matter. But when I count the 7-tooth front sprocket, 68-tooth rear, and the 11.5-inch diameter wheel, she's supposed to do like 31. I definitely say it's high 20s, man. Because when this thing starts hitting about, I don't know, 15, maybe 12 miles an hour, it just starts pulling. I have flip-flops on and no helmet, so I didn't push it. I'm just going to show you it starts. I'm not even going to do a ride video. I probably should. You guys are going to hate me because I don't. And maybe I will tomorrow, but I am selling this, so I'm going to put it up for sale here soon. It seems like this is blurry. Is it the screen or... Well, we'll see. it's kind of take 3, and I'm gonna let you know that. Of course, she's not running. There you go.
Got it?
Yeah. So there we go. It definitely feels faster. Probably didn't look much faster than my first video, but she is. But she's up for sale. I've got about 10 gas pocket bikes, 2 electrics, plus this, plus mini bikes. Got like 6 or 7 electric stuff, you know, dirt bikes and scooters and choppers. And my chopper here, I'll show you. I'll have to do a video on this guy. Sorry, COVID-19, just kidding. Somebody modified that. I don't know if you can see. That is extended about 4.5, maybe even 5 inches from one of the mini choppers from Razor. It has those are 15 amp hour batteries, 3 of them, 36 volt, stock 250 watt motor. Still do 23 miles an hour. It takes a while to get there because it's only a 250 watt motor. I'm thinking of putting a 500 watt in it. If I do, I'll do a video on that later. Oh, and as always, I'm running out of battery. So there's that. Here's the update on this guy. Theoretically, with the 7-tooth and 68 rear, it should do 31, but whatever. It definitely goes over 25. It starts moving, and I want my helmet on before I go faster. So I'll ride it a few more times, but as of right now, that's it. She's gonna be sold. I haven't seen one of these in my area, so I'm gonna price it pretty high. Hope for a trade plus cash would be nice, but we'll see what happens. Thanks again for watching, and you guys have a great day.